And we are, I guess, we're going to do this in one take. So, welcome to the Liquor Lab, The Breakdown. Liquor Lab's The Breakdown with me, Ryan Liquor. Again, we always kick off the show with saying thank you to everyone who's been watching, consuming, comment. No one's really commented. They commented to me directly, but big thank you to everyone sporting the 44 for my dad. God bless the dead. 3 years ago yesterday, I lost my dad in a tragic accident, so I'm just thinking of him today, and it's just surprising how a lot of people started wearing 44 after his passing. Got it here. Yeah, so miss you, Pops. Miss you, Pistol. Um, Over the weekend, I went to the Magic Knicks game. Crazy. We're going to get into a lot of things. Let me get it. Thank you for subscribing. I'm really excited about the traction. I'm actually up 3 subscribers, which is huge for the channel. We're at 280. I'd like to break 500 by the year's end, maybe 5,000. Let's see. I know once you start getting subscribers, they start coming in like hotcakes. So really excited. Over the weekend, a friend was in from town, from New York City. Bougie was in. We went to the Knicks and the Orlando game. Also, we're going to talk about the business of gambling and marketing and how, man, everywhere you look, everything you do is now, there's prediction markets. A few months ago, before this started to hit, someone in the office was telling me he's betting on the weather in New York or somewhere. He's taking action on the betting, like $5, it's going to be below this time. It's like yes or no prediction market. So there's a lot of laws in gambling that the prediction markets seem to be getting around. So interesting stuff there. But also everything is gambling. Everything is gamified. Let's talk like everything is gamified now. Even driving Uber, you get a sense for gamification when your tips hit, or it's like a run up. I always talk about like the old pouring gas back before everything was digital. You had like this roller, the numbers, the analog physical numbers that used to roll when you pump gas, and it's just gamification. Not so much the gambling, but everything is win or lose. In a society that was trending in a way that no one could be a loser as far as participation trophies and things like that, well, I don't know. It's been heading this way, and now it's just more mainstream. Everything is gamified. Everything is gamified, and we're going to dive deeper into that. A lot of news on Steph Curry. Where's he going to go? We could talk about that. Also, finally, my homeboy had a start yesterday, Shedeur Sanders. As you know, and I mentioned, I'm from the old school Nike marketing family. I felt like I was part of it, even though they never gave me $1. I gave them all my dollars and my family's dollars. Yeah, Shedeur got the start. I don't know what's up with. Let's get into the indexes and O's of football. Double waggle, left out, helix 5 on 3. How could you have backup quarterbacks that never take a snap with the first team? Michael Irvin said on It Is What It Is with Mason Cam, he said, did the starter ever stop to tie his shoe and Shedeur get 1 or 2 reps with the first team? It just seems like this head coach in Cleveland doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Whatever. Everyone knows I'm a big Sanders fan. Shedeur, I love him. He is. It just proves in life, if you work hard enough, you'll get your opportunities. And I don't want to hear like, oh, he has a bad attitude and all this other things. That's why he fell so far. There's been a lot of dumb people and a lot of people with bad attitudes who have been the number 1 pick in the draft, who have been the number 5 pick in the draft. Hell, have gone in the first 4 rounds. A few have murdered people. A few are in jail right now. So I don't want to hear his attitude. The guy's confident. Give him his confidence. Did he misplay some things? Of course, we all do in life. None of us are perfect. But there was definitely an orchestrated, coordinated move against Dion and Shedeur not to draft him. Well, he got his chance. Pushed through, played. I think I just saw on social that he's going to be he's going to start next week, which is good. He should start the rest of the way. It's a common freaking sense. So we could touch on that a little bit more. I don't know if there's much more to say. But I want to start with the business of gambling. I'm just going to play a little of this clip to see as I perfect my studio setups. I'm getting better. I'm going to play from CoffeeZilla. Okay, let's just pop that first. Let's pop CoffeeZilla. There he is. CoffeeZilla. Love. He's got 4 million subscribers. Only 534 videos. I mean, hats off to the guy. Pretty good stuff here. I think I got to turn this way to get more in the frame. No, I had it right. It's this way. No, I had it right. I can never. I'm an idiot. Oh, so there. So as you could see, 534 videos. He does a lot of like financial stuff. He does a lot of financial videos and things like that where he's dissecting Ponzi schemes, people going to jail, just everyone scamming you financially. There's been a lot of videos from him, or 500, that are really, really good. Very smart guy. Love his stuff. So we're going to kick off with the business of gambling. And I'm going to play a little of it. It's a really long video, but his intro really captures it all. So let's see if we got that. I think it kicks off. Let's go.
Gambling has changed. It used to be you'd lose your money.
Let me get the mic back up. Wow, what a intro. It's true. Everything is now a game of chance. It's crazy. You could even see it with people at bars, right? Everybody's betting, and it's not your traditional betting like illegal sports gambling or who's going to win, what's the spread. Back in the day, it was who's going to win, what's the spread. Who's going to win, what's the spread. Oh, did the spread move? The line moved. With this right now, everybody, think about it. The ratings for sports in general were not like it used to be. Like for instance, baseball is a great example. Baseball, if you've ever been to a significant, I'm fortunate that I've been to a lot of baseball games and know the baseball psychology that as soon as you go out on the field, I'm talking about step on the field, the game is on to me. You got to watch your mannerisms, your confidence, how you're warming up, where you're looking, the moment you take the mound, touch the dirt, everything was on. Now, for the modern day child who is seduced by technology, this was not working. And in a lot of places it wasn't working. It's not just baseball. There was this boredom with sports in general for this new generation. Enter the legalization of sports gambling. And then it got even crazier. We got into not only And everyone always had those prop bets back in the day, coin toss, things like that. I'm not talking about those once in a year bets. I'm talking about every single game now. You could prop bet. Will this guy have over this many yards or that many? Well, this many yards. 22 and a half rushing yards for Dart. Yes or no? The whole audience is incentivized for their team or their bet to perform and win. It's consumed the sporting world. Look at all these allegations that just came up with all this sports betting. Listen, I would never gamble again if they've got cameras in the table with poker and flipping cards and the cards, people wearing glasses and know what the cards are. Everything is rigged. You know it's rigged. That's another story. But this gamification of our everyday lives is crazy. It's getting out of hand. Like I said, you go to a bar, no one's watching. Oh my God, the old school people watching. Oh, Georgia's going to win. No. I need the quarterback of Georgia to throw 2 touchdown passes, and then I need Johnny, the running back, to get 89 and a half yards. Or this game, I'm going to lose my rent for next month. This is what's going on. I've known people, I'm not mentioning any names, that are in serious trouble because of this. Everybody's gambling. Gambling is not set up for you to win. It's not. It's set up for the house to win. That's why it's a business. I was watching something the other day that talked about the guy can't make any money on his properties because the taxes went from like $36,000 and now 5 years later they're almost $100,000. So he's not in a business to make $500 a month. And that goes into all of these companies are in this to make heaps of money. They want to get you and keep you. They want you as a repeat customer. And I'll tell you, from what I've heard, and this is not something that people I've heard try to debate, they all kind of agree. Gambling is the worst addiction. Gambling is the worst addiction. Man, I wish I could pull up a highlight of this guy. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Let's pull him up. Let's pull it up, and we'll go to YouTube. Everyone's got the CoffeeZilla thing. Let's go back to YouTube. Let's go. I know exactly the video I'm looking for, so just give me 2 seconds here as I work it out. Soft white underbelly. I don't know why that messed up. All right, I could go to this view because I think it'll be up. Nope, that's not it. That's CoffeeZilla, our favorite. Thank him for that video. It was a very good job by Coffee. We'll actually go soft white underbelly. This is a great channel too for literally everything. There was this gambling guy I want to find. There he is.
I was in Vegas at Caesar's Palace.
To get the audio, I have to do it a different way, which I'm going to do. See, I'm getting better at this, guys. I'm getting better at this.
I was in Vegas at Caesar's Palace at $2.68 million jackpot twice in 10 days in the same machine. And that was pretty astounding because
There you go. So I'm just going to get to one more part. This guy, it's actually a pretty sad story if you think about it. Actually going to bring up, and I'm getting good at this. Actually, no, I'm not getting good at this. I got to do this. I'm getting better. Right. I'm just going to jump over to this one. And that'll help.
That's hard.
5 million in a day he lost. 5 million in a day.
Yeah, so I guess eventually I went to sleep, but I just was into to just continue on and on. So
Were drugs or alcohol part of your
yeah, cocaine.
cocaine?
And alcohol.
Well, what do you know?
Cocaine
Guys all night and all day. Cocaine, really?
do you think that exacerbated the seriousness of your addiction?
I believe it definitely affected my gambling, and I had taken a shower in September of '07 and had fallen in the shower, hurt my back, and asked my host if he had any Excedrin or Tylenol, and he came up with Lortabs, which are an oxy that they were dispersed to me because they realized I'd never done an opiate before. But and they would fill him up with nerve toxin, like antinerve. That stuff was scary for my brain. I got under my sign, and from that point on, I lost everything.
Yeah.
So the opiates came after.
Okay, you can watch that. That's on Soft White Underbelly. That'll really get you going here. Wow, that's a story. Guy had 350 million, gambled it all away. He's got a little left now. Gambling is the worst addiction. Now, fast forward to this topic. Let's get back to the topic. You're gonna see now. That's that. Just pull up DraftKings for a second. What do we got here? Let's see how we're looking. Okay, cool. Got DraftKings. 3 apps. Sportsbook. All prediction markets. Poly market. Look at all the things you could do on Poly market. What price will Bitcoin hit in 2025? Presidential election winner J.D. Vance versus Newsom. Wow. Super Bowl champion 2026. The Rams are pulling it. You could just get a sense for what people. That was it. What price will Bitcoin hit on November? In November. I mean, you could just bet on everything. You could even bet sports. Number of views on Mr. Beast. Your whole entire life is now gamified. This is case in point. You can bet on anything. Let's see. Let's find a cool one. You could bet on the same. You could bet on the price for the day even. November 27th, what will Bitcoin hit? What will Apple hit before 2026 as far as share price? Everything. What does it say? You could bet on the box office for, I just saw like Zootopia 2 or some shit. Bagels. You could usually get a sense on here for a lot of things. Solana. What will Airbnb hit in November? So you could bet anything on Polymarket. Let's check it out. There's so many things, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on. You could pretty much bet on everything. And the one thing you'll see is this gamification and this everything can be gambled on is not good for children. Roblox, you could do it. It's just, what are we doing? I know we want people to consume and we want better products and things like that. And they feel like, shit. Oh, fuck. This is what I forgot to do. Should be better now. Yeah, so we want, the thing is this is consuming every single walk of life. Elon Musk's number of tweets, November 28th through November 21st through November 28th. I mean, we are getting crazy here. It's too much. And if you watch all the advertising, they're making so much money. Our entire life is gamified. It's just getting out of hand. What's next, right? What's next? I know that Coinbase is going into the prediction markets because there's this loophole around, and I'm not sure it's 100%, but there's a loophole around having table games, sports betting, and then prediction markets being yes-no wagers. So we are in trouble, people. Long story short, we are in trouble. We have taken the business of sports and turned it into the business of gambling in sports. Just something to watch out for. I don't gamble. I tell everybody, I gambled on sports one time. And it was when I was one of the only people with the NBA League Pass. This was the year Kobe had 81 points. I was watching, I was big into Jason Williams' White Chocolate. So when he was on Memphis, I used to watch all the Memphis games, or I'd watch all these games that were out of market. The Bulls were good around then. I was watching I was a big Bulls fan. So, and then I actually turned on Kobe's 81-point game, saw his first two baskets, and then I went to sleep. I had the NBA League Pass. So I gambled it with my coworkers. We used to bet the lines on the NBA, and then one game I'll never forget is my biggest victory. It was Memphis versus Houston. And I knew Memphis was playing well, but I didn't think they'd beat Houston. And Houston beat them by only 4 points. I think the spread was 4.5. This was one of my best victories. So aside from that, in 2000 whatever, I haven't really gambled on sports. I haven't. And it's crazy. You go to Ferg's down the street, everybody's got their phones out. And they're old, and they're young. They're every generation. Every generation is gambling. They've been gambling. Now they just know how to use it with technology. But everybody's gambling. And we're putting it this whole generation, all they do is wager. What do you got? Did you bet any action on the game? Everybody's getting action on the game. And now with all these prop bets and now that you could bet in the game, you don't just before back in the day it was just who's going to win, who's going to lose, spread. Now it's or total points or something, over under on total points. Now you got people who know they're going to lose the outcome and go in the game and wager in game only to lose more money. It's just insane. People losing thousands of dollars. And these younger generation, I see it at work. I see it with a lot of people. And they're not degenerate gamblers that have a problem. They're just, that's what most of society is doing right now. They're wagering on something. Like I said, guys wagering on the weather. And all this stuff, and I know this from my dad, all these numbers and bettings and who's this, all this data, these high-frequency traders love the numbers. The accountants love the numbers. They love it. They absolutely love it. So that's a little on gambling right now. Crazy stuff. Go watch those videos. It's just taking over everything. Everything's a wager. Everything's a sponsorship. And it's big, big money. I'm talking about huge money. Big time money. I mean, people, CoffeeZilla said he was offered $1 million to do a video. First offer was like nothing. Then he said no, and then they offered him $1 million. So there's a lot of money being made, and the leagues know it. And then we get into this, it's so curious now because these prop bets, will Johnny have 20 points, yes or no? Some of the players are falling victim to it. Some of these players are falling victim to it, and you see this whole indictment. I think there's like 31 people being indicted that just appeared in court, and Mafia and Chauncey Billups. But some of the schemes, like, how could you gamble after this? It's not set up for you to win. The guy's faking a leg injury, and then they're doing a card game that they could see that the table had a camera underneath. It's freaking crazy. It's crazy. How do you win? There was one I heard that the guy had the wager on him was to score 20 points in the game. They took him out. He had 18 in the first half. He didn't play in the second half. You're not telling me there's an investigation going on that guy? I don't know the name, but come on. It's crazy. It's all fixed. You even see it with the officials. There's so much money on the line. You see it with the officials and the Chiefs especially. Some of these calls and these roughing the passers. Every time Mahomes gets hit, I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be roughing the passer. Here we go. Here we go. It's so crazy. I don't know how there could be any action with all these allegations. It seems like everything, or everything is fixed. It's just excitement. It's just excitement. And what happens is the stock market is following the same line. So you could go into Coinbase and not Coinbase. You could go into Robinhood and bet the prediction markets. You could do the prediction markets like I just showed you, like Polymarket that I just pulled up. That's prediction markets. Will Trump tweet today? Will he do this? Yes or no? And you put money down on it. Your whole life is now gamified. It's crazy. And then you have the multi-billion dollars in marketing dollars they're putting out there to target children, like in Roblox and all these other things. You could gamble on anything now. You could gamble on the price of Grand Theft Auto. Will it be over $100? Will it release on this time? Yes or no? That's where they get through. Yes or no? So a lot of things going on. Check out that video by CoffeeZilla. He breaks it down. I'm just trying to get people thinking about it. Like, you turn everywhere someone's promoting this. The marketing budget's insane because they're printing your money when you bet. Everyone's betting the obvious, so they're making a ton of money. Put it that way, because they just keep going. It's not going to end. It's going to get more and more. They're going to deregulate it even more, I think. I think apps like Robinhood and all these other investment platforms will be able to do full-time casinos. Why not? Why not? There's no difference. There's no difference. It makes no difference. Let's see. Shador Sanders won the first game. I said there's a huge Shador effect, right? Let's take a look. We're going to go to Nike football. Did they even have them up there? They should. Nike's so bold they don't even put their social media accounts on here. Da-da-da. Let's go to Shador. Nike US football Insta. Hockey, football. Thank you for bearing with me. Here we go. Oh, well, we could look at Kalshi right now, can't we, right? Kalshi's up there. Look. Look, this is Kalshi, right? Who's going to win Dancing with the Stars? I think they give you how much action is on the whole thing, too. And you could comment. It's like social media 3.0 or something. Let's see if we go. Yes, it'll probably make me sign up or something. But if you think he's going to win, if you bet the other guy, it's pretty nice. See, it's just no. Pretty cool. Ah, how sweet it is. My boy Shador. Boom. There he is. So, no time to doubt. Gotta love it. Very happy for Shador. I'm a big Dion fan. This is what I'm talking about. Of course, he has the Nike deal because of Dion, but he's just super marketable. Like Jackson Dart, super marketable. These guys are, they sell. Like they sell product. They move product because there's a polarization. You hate them, like them, loathe them. I mean, got the win. Wasn't that impressive, but he's on the right path. He looked like a pro quarterback. I mean, it was very difficult for us to watch it here in Florida because it wasn't on, but I think I saw a little of it. Oh, thumbs up, right? Thumbs up. Let's see if I get another one. So that's about it. Short video today. Just talking about gambling. Just putting it out there. Actually, we could move on to, let's see what's going on with Steph right now. Steph Curry. Sneakers.
I want to be rich. Wishing for more money?
Oh, I totally forgot. Totally forgot. I'm going to play this video. Hold on, let me find it. I know I say I don't edit things, but I think I'm going to take out some of this stuff just because it saves time. I wanted to talk. All right, let's pull it up. Okay, so before I leave for today, episode 10, thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, share. I want to talk about Prime Hydration. What happened to Prime Hydration? I was one of the people who tried it in the beginning. It was a new thing. I've been RTD, ready to drink, sports drinks. I've been consuming them since ephedra was in Extreme Rip Force or Speed Stack had ephedra. Super effective beverages. I've always loved favorite drinks and sports drinks especially. And I've always seen ABB who did Rip Force, Speed Stack, Extreme Rip Force. They always had one or two hydration products. So Prime is a hydration product. Prime hit the scene, cutting deals. They went from you'll see the sales were 250 million the first year to 1.2 billion. And now where are they? Products on the shelves ain't moving. Without further ado, check out the rise and fall of Prime. And have you seen? I asked a question to you. Comment below. What's a brand that has kind of come and gone quick? Boom. Cross color. What is it? The color changing shirts. That was one of them. But here. This one. This is amazing. And I'm just gonna kill my mic as I show you the rise and fall of Prime.
And the good news about Logan Paul and KSI
He's up to 174,000 now.
demographic for
Wow, 300,000 viewers at one time. Sorry, Mike wasn't on. I'm gonna put the link in the bio to the in the description. Here's what happened. All of a sudden, they added another drink, an energy drink that had 200 grams of caffeine. So you heard the video. Logan Paul, KSI, I never heard of KSI before. He got to this demographic that no one could seem to market to, these younger people who are on social media. Perfect. What happens is you create a prime energy that all the people are drinking the hydration, and that same demo is now going to have 200 grams of caffeine. Parents were in an uproar. They had problems with it. And right there, I'm going to stop right there. It's not even about the caffeine. Why did they need these other products? 1.2 billion in sales, and they got to diversify. This is why all these companies, this is why when you open too many restaurants at one time, you can't handle it. This is why when you try to scale before you're ready to scale, you can't handle it. Why are they adding? And this isn't about handling other products. Why are they not? They're rushing to market. In 2 years, they already got a prime energy. Yo, chill out. Let this run. Let's see. Let's test. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening in the market. Let's see how 200 milligrams in energy drink is received before we go straight to the presses. So, long story short, and like I said, I'll leave the video and mention the account in the description, is they got into trouble with the milligrams. Actually, yeah, they got into trouble with the caffeine milligrams. It's 200 milligrams, which is insane. It's like a 4-pack of or 6-pack of Coke in one serving or one bottle. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play the end of the video for you. I'm going to fast forward it, actually. So let's see where we get.
From their parents not to do it. And if their parent, you want people that are going to drink it once and then come buy it.
Yes. That was, okay. Share. Start here. Here's another problem Prime had here. Browser. This is the thing I like about my show is that I'm just doing my thing. I ain't staging shit. I know I should. Here. Repeat marketers. Repeat. Hold on.
Customers just weren't.
Hold on. Marketers. Repeat customers. You know you have a good product. If your product can be purchased more than one time and the same people buy it. It's almost like repeat travelers at your hotel. Super important. Let's go back.
I think the kind of biggest problem that has been.
I don't know what his problem is, but I definitely like things strawberry, banana, and pineapple, and all those other flavors. He loves it, as you could tell.
That is not good. Yeah, it tastes like chemicals. Yeah, this does not taste good. Okay. Try it again. Jeez, okay. That is really sweet. Strawberry banana, 2 out of 10. I'm not a fan. Let's go for cherry freeze. Dear Lord, I'm kind of scared.
Gatorade is terrible for you, by the way. So I'm gonna jump on what he just said there. Is that there's something called a first mover in business or in marketing where you're the first one to market. You're the first one to get there. We saw that with the Bagel Nook here in Tampa. Super simple. We're not even talking about the first one this or first one that. You're the first one saying you have a better product. You're going to do well. You get to a market and you're first there. And people buy blindfolded. They buy without doing the research. And that is a lot more. That's going to be exposed. I was just having a conversation with someone this week. The amount of intelligence in the purchaser that eventually, it doesn't have to surface like in the beginning. The amount of intelligence from the buyer in 2025 and 6 is off the charts. They wouldn't think that for instance, diamond grading. This was a closed society. You couldn't have the buyer was not supposed to, or the retail customer was not supposed to come in to a business and have that skill of the professional. But that has changed. I think when it comes to some of these products, the B2C, B2B line as far as like pricing and intelligence and knowledge of product is being blurred. B2C and B2B is a line that's being blurred because we're just so much more informed. We're informed what's in everything. Organic, what's poisonous, what hurts you. You could now research online what ingredients really mean. So we are acting as if we're on the B2B, that we're a business-to-business transaction, because everybody now also, if you just take it out of that knowledge base, we're also promoters of the product. People see me with a certain drink. Oh, what's that? What's this? The B2B, B2C line is completely getting a little blurry these days. So, and getting back, you have to have a good product to have a long-lasting ability to stay in the market. You see they're down 70%. I mean, somebody had to go, let's just keep this going. But nope. They want to diversify. They get in trouble. There's supplier issues. I heard there's toxic lawsuits as well, that there's some toxic ingredients in it. I know Celsius isn't faring well there, but a lot of people like Celsius. They just sold. It's a very crowded space, a lot of things going on. It's just a lesson in, scaling too quick, diversifying your products, not making too many flavors. I mean, there's 1,000 flavors of this thing. They just... You need to stick to, if you're doing pizza by the slice, do pizza by the slice for a while before you start looking at locations in the neighboring town. Do the homework. So first to market, hydration going mainstream. Like I said, it was one drink of a normal fitness company's line of drinks. And, I've had Prime a few times. I heard it was an inferior product, and I really stopped drinking it. And it seemed like everybody wanted it. UFC signed a contract. Barcelona, everybody had a contract with Prime. You know why? Because they needed to get to this demographic that the KSI and the Logans get to. And their way there, they offered the key. And they got there. But those kids are tough. They're a tough group. They're probably the hardest to market it to, because if they don't like something, their brand loyalty is insane. They will switch in a second. They'll be like, no, not for me. Not doing it. Too easy, too hard. But they might have loyalty when they're using something, but they'll use it. But once you give them a reason, they're out. They're out. So that will do it. I forgot I had to talk about Prime. We were going to wrap up looking up what Steph is wearing. I'm going to go to the other window. Oh, I did have this up. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Skip.
Agency has taken the NBA by storm.
All right. I'm going to play. There's one video that I need to replay for you guys because the volume was off. And now that I have my little thing here, I could do this. Let's just get an update on Steph. This was posted a year ago, and as that happens, I'm going to see if there was any sightings with his what he was wearing on court. So this is an overview of Steph. I got to play you a few TikToks too.
Steph Curry's sneaker free agency has taken the NBA.
I don't need him running free ads on my channel. So let's wait. All right. Actually, I'm gonna end this video right here. I'm gonna end that video because it was just gonna go in too deep, and I don't want to go that deep. Let's see what he says here. This is a post he's been seen wearing. This is a Steph update. This is a Steph update as far as on court. Let's see what this says. This is stupid. I can't control this, so. Damn it. I don't know why it's not going to give me it. Let's see if there's another thing here. That's that guy's video. So basically, did he? Wow. Okay, so this is cool. We're actually going to share this browser now. Let's go to my browser. Got it? Okay, here we go. So, Steph. Ooh. Ooh. See, I'm making the Shaq face right now. Look at this. Wearing the Sabrinas in game. Hello. Big things. Let's see what else they got. They got anything else on Steph? Wearing the Sabrinas during the game, which is huge, people. He was only wearing in warm-ups. Oh, man. Playoff 12 action. No, bread 12s. Love it. I think they're lows. Are they lows? Let's check another one. Warming up in the last shots. I think he's going to Jordan, guys. I think he's going to Jordan. That's what he's going to do. That'll be hype. One of my favorite shoes of all time. My dad loved those. One of my favorites of all time. Any others? The freak are those? Let's see. Just check this out before we wrap up. This is a good page. I think he played. These are okay. We saw these last show. Those are okay. Not really my favorites. I'm not a big fan of these mods. These are Jimmy Butler's, I think. All right, so that's pretty much it. I think we're just going to get down to what he was wearing that we've seen already. Yeah, so just real interesting things coming up. Who's this? What are those? LeBron's? Way of Wade. Oh, God, what a mistake. I mean, you got to decide what it's going to come down to. Here, let me just go back to me. So what's this going to come down to for Steph is it's just going to be money or prestige. Because he could go to China, sell 1 million shoes. He could get tons of deals from these people in China. See what he needs to do. Or he could sign with Nike. I like I said, it comes down to, can they retro his line with a Nike swoosh on it? Can they use the designs? And do they have the tooling and all the historical necessities to remake the line? All right, episode 10, an hour. Just a little all over the place again. I hope you all waited to watch. I'm going to put up a highlight on the Prime stuff. Very interesting. Yeah, just an hour. Catch it. Remember to like, subscribe, share. The videos I mentioned will be in the description. Hopefully you guys check those out. Liquor Labs, the breakdown is brought to you by me, Ryan Liquor. What do you know? Yeah, just... I know I didn't touch too much on the Knicks game being like a home game for in Orlando. That's crazy. It was full. You know, it's a lot of Knicks fans in Florida now. Thank you to the governors of New York and the city for kicking us all out and making sure we go to the land of the free here in Florida. People have been coming to Orlando for a really long time, moving to Orlando. But a lot of people made the trip over from Tampa like I did, St. Pete. That's it for this week. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Yeah, a little better production today. Kind of like I got to learn how to control the embedded web URL, which I don't know how to. So we'll figure it out eventually. Thanks again for watching, and we should be back. Maybe I'll do a live next time, but no, not this time. Thank you. See you for episode 11.